Everyone, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan, alongside tonight Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForge reporting from the sideline. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. And you take a look at this home team. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the fourth best record in the conference. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Z. Evans out there with the professor. Then it's Simpkins. And it's the professor in at the center. Smith is out there with the professor. Then there's the professor. Then there's the professor. And it's the professor in at the four-man position. Breaking this a fun time of year, mid-season basketball. From award races to juggling playoff pictures, it's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more interesting. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Z, covered by Smith. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here is Smith, a professor, offline with his three. Here's Z. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Smith kicks to Murphy. Hands it from downtown. Murphy's got 6 points.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Pass to the professor. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Z, good.
Oh, that's just silky smooth there. I mean, he made that around the back lay-in. Looked like it was nothing.
Here's the professor. Here's the professor. Last game he had 13. They set the pick. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Z. Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. No good on the 3. Out to Smith. Into the lane. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Z. Sweet little floater. He's got 9.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's the professor. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. 20 seconds left to play here in the first. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Z. Here's Simpkins. And it's good. But hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay.
The previous play is under review.
He's certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too...
All right, there's the horn. It's a close game at the end of 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
The professor out there with Z. Then there's the professor. Then there's the professor. And it's Simpkins in at the shooting guard. Pass to Z. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Z's got 12.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Cox. Hits it from three-point range. Cox has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Jacobson, the pass to Reese. Got a hand on it. And they get it back. Jacobson can't get it to go. Out left to the wing. There's the steal. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Cox. Here's Jacobson. Still scoreless. Here's the professor. Clock at 4. Goes up on the wing. Cox. No good. He takes it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
Well, you look at Z, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in boats so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Yes, that goes in. Z's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Here's the professor, still without a basket. Nice shot by Smith.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
On the court now with J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach, as we approach the second half, what's going to be the deciding factor?
Just maintain. I think there were some things defensively that we left on the table where we gave up some cheap ones because we didn't communicate. So we solved those. I think we give ourselves a good shot going into the half.
All right, thanks so much, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
It's time for your fan half-court shots. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause.
Facing good shooters, you have to extend your defense early in the clock. Let those guys drain a few and get into rhythm. You're toast with the butter and the jelly.
Avocado toast. Ooh, I like that too, Jet.
Don't put your diet on me, Kenny.
Moving on to our next topic, All-Star voting. A peek at the latest returns.
It's too early to take these numbers seriously. Also, what you expect? Most of the usual suspects are up there.
Yeah, the perennial favorites, but don't discount some of the fresh blood coming up.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Z.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The professor out there with the professor. Then there's the professor. And it's Smith, and it's Murphy in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Smith's got 8 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Being a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Shoots. The quick look, no good that time. Being about 42% so far. Pass to the professor. The 3. The professor's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Evans. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look here at the visitors, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. The professor's checked in for the professor. Murphy finds Smith. Knocks it loose. And they're pushing it up. Here's... Whoa!
Gracious. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Pass to Murphy. Here's the professor. From outside, off the mark.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And that one misses. The professor passes to Smith. A 3. Murphy can't hit. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Got that one up quick. Z's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Goes up from the top of the key. Rebound by Smith. Gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And Murphy throws it down.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
Here's Z. No good on the last second attempt there. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Simpkins, the professor out there with Evans. Then there's the professor, and it's Z at the point.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Here's the professor. Outside, Smith from outside. That's off. And the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. It's stolen by Smith. Here's the break. Goes up. Jammed in. He was headed straight to the hoop the whole way.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Steps back. Strong move off the glass.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Can't get it to go. Gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Picked off in midair. He gets it to go.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Here's the professor. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Z, covered by Smith. Murphy with the steal. And here's the fast break. And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. It's a one-point game. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Smith on the wing. Now Murphy. Now Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Blocked again. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
We'll talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got to play smart.
down low. Here's Smith. Takes the three. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murphy. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Z.